Account sharing gives you access to view other users' accounts and more specifically the transactions in that account. It's helpful when there is a need for oversight of transactions being sent by another user or group, or if shared access to an account for sending is required for certain business purposes. So before we dive in, let's take a look at where the account sharing settings are in account settings. They're here under security settings, and these need to be turned on and adjusted as necessary in order for all the account sharing features to work. And of course, you'll need admin privileges to adjust these. So now let's see how it works. So I'm in Veronica's account and she's an account administrator. I click on my profile in this dropdown and then click on sharing status over here. There are two areas, my account shared with and shared with me. So let's click on shared with me. This is where I can request access to view another user's account. And I start that process by clicking the plus sign. I can type directly or choose a single or multiple email addresses from this dropdown. So I'm going to choose one email address here. And I also have these additional permissions, sending and modifying existing transactions. So I'm going to leave both of those permissions checked. Then I click save. And because Veronica is an account admin, sharing's immediately set up. The permissions are identified here. You can see send, modify, and view. Now to actually view that account, I hover over my name and then I choose switch account. And then I choose the account that I want to view and I click OK. And it's clearly indicated up here that I'm in Evan's account and I also have send permissions. So when I click on the send tab, I have access to send agreements on behalf of Evan. To go back to my account, I just click show my account here. Now I'm going to go through the same process, but this time I'm going to use a regular user account. So this is an account that does not have administrative privileges. So I'm going to start here in Evan's account, click on my profile and go to sharing status. Then I click on shared with me and I click on the plus icon. So I'm going to go through the same process again. I'm going to request access to another user's account. I'm going to choose Veronica and click on save. This time, even though it says sharing successful, the word pending appears next to Veronica's name. And that's because Evan only has user privileges. So this request will need to be approved by Veronica in an email that she will get before Evan can have access to view her account. So now the share request has been accepted. So the word pending is no longer there. And if I want to cancel this share, I just click on this link, or I can modify permissions here using the modify permissions link. The last feature that I want to show is sharing my account with someone else. So I'm going to go back into my administrator's account, Veronica, and click on sharing status. And this time I'm going to click on my account shared with and click on the plus icon. Again, I go through the same process. I'm going to enter an email address here for an account user that I want to share my account with. And I click on save. So the sharing request has been sent over to Thurmond and Thurmond needs to log into his email, click to accept the invitation. And now Veronica's account has been shared with Thurmond. And Thurmond can access and view Veronica's transactions.